Hey guys, King of Trials here. Today I'll be your judge, your jury, and your analyst. And today I bring to you the most powerful ABB team in the Flying Cup. This team literally has the lowest rating, and it features Aerodactyl, Emolga, and the only thing I kind of don't like about it is Zapdos. In order for you to get a minus 1500 Zapdos, you had to do it via research. In my case, I caught my Zapdos when I was in Japan. Zapdos was in research quite a long time ago for research breakthroughs, and I happened to save mine, and I caught it when I was in Japan. So this is a Japanese Zapdos from research, which is really freaking cool, by the way. So, Japanese Zapdos here will grace you with its presence, and I definitely was for sure going to Elite TM, Fast TM this Zapdos because it means so much to me. I love Japan, love Japanese culture, and I really look forward to the day I go back. No, seriously, I'm really looking for the day you go back. Right now, Japan's borders are closed except for official business. So when they open again, then I can travel there again. So can't wait to go back. Can't wait to travel back out there and have a lot of fun because there's so much to see in Japan and I love it so much. But before we get started, that actually equates to my therapist's mental health tip for the day. And that is not only to go outside, but also to travel. Traveling is really great for you because you learn about different cultures, but you also learn to, it kind of humbles you a lot because when you go to another country, a lot of what you have to do is you have to learn customs and courtesies, generally learn the language a little bit, and the Japanese are super nice. If you show an effort to learn their language and you can get by with a few words, a lot of respect is given back to you, and I always try to be really respectful to the countries I go to. Especially to the residents and especially to whenever I go to restaurants because I love food. And you know what happens when you love food? That means you go run around everywhere. And then you're like, oh my gosh, look at this. What's this? What's this? Oh, ramen shop. Oh my god, boba. Ooh, ramen shop. And then all the anime that stuff goes. If you go to like all the anime stuff you see in Akihabara, because Akihabara has all these anime cafes, etc. But yes, definitely go out there and travel at least once. Even if you're an introvert, traveling alone is a very, very it's a very good experience. Not only it teaches you to be resilient because you learn to manage for yourself in another country. You have to learn language, you have to learn traveling, you have to learn a travel plan, you have to know transportation, you have to know how to get a taxi. It helps you boost your self-esteem, and it also allows you to, again, be more self-sufficient and a lot more confident in yourself. Yes, the world is a scary place. However, if you are a little prepared, especially going to another one, the more countries navigated. I went to Japan. I've been to Singapore. I've been to Germany, Netherlands for mostly Pokemon stuff. But yes, you learn to travel, and it really humbles you and really makes you grateful for like what you have in America. Because in America, we have a lot of things. We do have a whole lot in America if you live in America that you don't realize that other countries don't have. So yes, my mental health tip of the day, go out there, go travel. It'll help boost your self-esteem, help you prepare for the future, and again, it's absolutely amazing and it's a fantastic experience, especially if you go for Pokemon Go. I've went to several Go Fests, I've also went to safaris, and I've always had a wonderful experience. I will never forget them, and I can't wait to go back. Anyways, I will be going to Go Fest in Seattle, so more on that later, but more content on that later and more news on that later. But yes, as we get closer, I am going to Go Fest, so I can't wait. If you're going, let me know, and maybe I'll do some meetup or something like that. We'll see. But anyways, before we get started, that's later. This is my video on the most powerful ABB team for the Flying Cup. Without further ado, let's get started. Alright, here are the battles. These are going to go really quickly, but this ABB team is nuts. I almost got a 5-0 with it, but I really screwed up the last battle because I forgot I had Dragon Pulse. As you see, right off the bat, we lose the lead. Right here, we got a Gliscor into our Aerodactyl. So technically, this thing beats our entire team. Technically. But here's how beastly Emolga is. So, with Aerial Ace, you wouldn't think it does that much damage. Against Gliscor, it does a lot. And it can comfortably tank one Night Slash. Even if Gliscor happens to boost. Congratulations, here you go. Here's a Super Saiyan 2 Gliscor. And all we're going to do here is we're just going to keep going straight. Aerial Ace. They should prompt themselves to shield at this point because now they have a freaking boosted Gliscor. I'm going to have to shield this next one, but I should be able to get to an Aerial Ace before they get to another Night Slash. So they're either going to let go of Gliscor or they're going to pop up to their shields, which is what normally trainers will do when you do get the boost. Super Saiyan 2 Gliscor goes, sadly not. You are not Goku, you will not get the Spirit Bomb. I'm going to let my Emolga go at this point. There's no reason to keep it alive. and then I can just farm this down with Zapdos, or I can just smack it down with Aerodactyl. As you see, it's just going to take one shot. Now they send in a Gyarados, and all I gotta do is send in Zapdos, and I'm glad I swapped right away, because you don't want a Gyarados on Aerodactyl. It wipes out really, really fast. So I'm gonna hit the bait here. My opponent is gonna be very prompted to shield because of the fact that they don't want to eat a move. And they actually eat it. So now I'm in a lot of trouble, because now I have to bank that they're not going to shield this Thunderbolt. If they shield the Thunderbolt, I'm in a little bit of trouble here, because I will die to one Fountain Play, and they do. However, I should be able to get to the second Thunderbolt here. I will shield this. I have to shield. And then my game plan here is actually, I'm going to let it go. No, I'm going to let it go. I'm like, I let this go. And my idea is I'm going to smack down this Mandibuzz. That Gyarados has no energy. So my idea here is just save my shield for that Gyarados. One Rock Slide will wipe out the Gyarados as long as I get energy. So I found my win con. Even though I lose the lead and I lose tech and... yeah, even though I lose the lead and I almost got switched into a matchup of death. Well, technically I lose switch too because Aerodactyl. We come out with a W because of these, yeah. Don't ask me how I figured that out. I literally figured that out on the fly. I was like, oh, how the hell did I find that win condition? I don't know, you know what I mean? That's how good I am at this game. I think of win conditions out of nowhere. And I'm just like, what? I'm like, what? Oh, okay, that's what I did. But anyways, we got the mirror match. So there's two ways you could play this. You could either just straight up go through, or if they miss a turn like you see here, you'll notice they miss a turn if they go down before you do, like right here, and then you could just keep switch and you can fire up a move. 9 times out of 10 you can't. Unless they do have something like a Gyarados, then it'll one-shot you. We're gonna fire off this Rock Slide. The other way this matchup goes is you straight up just just do the simultaneous KO. If you do that, unless they have an Emolga and Zapdos like you do, you should have an enormous advantage against your opponent, because Emolga and Zapdos are the fastest charging Pokemon in the game. So your back row should technically be their back row, unless they have the same back row as you do. As you see, we're just gonna fire off these discharges, and we're going to just go off and just do as much damage as humanly possible. We still have shields. We have shield advantage at this point. I can choose to let Emolga go, or I can shield. In this case, I'm going to shield because I don't want Emolga to go down. I have a near dead Aerodactyl, and that's an Emolga. So I'm gonna double up on 2 discharges. We have a huge energy lead, so I can double up on these discharges. I can let Emolga go, and then I can send in Zapdos for the W. Zapdos can technically... you're going to see me... There's 2 ways I could have played this. So here's the second discharge goes off, and then I'm going to let my Emolga go. I tried to sack just to be fancy, and I figure out how much... I was like, wow, that wasn't a good idea. But we still have our Emolga here, so I forced them to sponge their energy here. As long as we keep our shield, we should be perfectly fine. So what we're going to do is we're going to send in Zapdos. We're going to go ahead and we can get to the Drill Peck here. I can overcharge. I just overcharge here in this scenario just to make it fancy. I could have fired right away to catch him on CMP right there, but at the same time, I could just overcharge a little bit right here and then fire. Because I should get 1 Thunderbolt should KO the back row in 1 shot. So that's all I really need. Drill Peck goes through, and then all I'm going to do is go straight for the Thunderbolt, and that should be GG's. Mandibuzz, even if they hit me with a Foul Play, it's not enough to KO, and if we get on the same interval, they won't win CMP. And that's GG's. As you see, this back row is nuts, and God. Wow. Yeah, that was a very, ouch. GG's. But that's how, it sucks that they lost the move, but I'm going to show you a battle where if you were essentially the other thing I told you about, the second way you played out. Sometimes if you do have good IVs, you can avoid the simultaneous knockout, barely, but again, that's just really how you play it. In this case, if I get the mirror match, I just straight run through it. You're gonna see that happen right here. So as you see, we're just going to keep hitting rock throws until we straight smack each other down. And then all I'm gonna do is I still wait out the timer though. So wait out the timer until you hit 0, and then send it. I'll send in a Emolga. Emolga has a wide variety of. It's great, okay? And we got a Pidgeot, which is great for us, and that's a shiny Pidgeot. You know what? That's a great flex, my friend. However, the thing about Emolga and Zapdos, we actually resist everything this Pidgeot has to us. We resist Feather Dance as well as Brave Bird. So, unfortunately, you're not going to hit me with the Suburban, dude. I'm going to let them hit me with the Brave Bird, or I could shield here. It's really up to me, but I'm going to shield here anyways, because I don't want to eat the Brave Bird, and we do have a super healthy Emolga. They send in a Mandibuzz, and this is game. That Pidgeot's almost dead. All I have to literally do is zap this poor Mandibuzz to death. I could even need a Foul Play in this scenario because I have so much energy. So I'm going to have 2 discharges go off, and then I want them to force their energy. All I do is send in Zapdos, Thunderbolt, watch out, make sure I don't sack on me, and that's GG's. Because at this point, they should be able to stack a little bit, but even then, all I have to do is keep my shield. One Thunderbolt will either get close to killing Mandibuzz, or it should kill Mandibuzz. So as you see, I'm going to send the Zapdos. I'm going to charge just a little bit over. I don't think they're going to sack, so I believe I either fire at the same interval, or I fire a little over at this point. Foul Play goes through. I'm going to go 1, 2, and I just go straight for it. As you see, the Snarl went through. I wanted to snarl. They were still snarling, so I just fired a mid-animation. Snarl will go through, and this still doesn't KO the freaking Mandibuzz. Mandibuzz will be able to get to a Foul Play off. However, Zapdos in the green can tank 1 Foul Play, so we should be okay here. Foul Play goes off, and we're good. So, unfortunately, they just top left because they realized, like, oh, wait, we're gonna die. Yep. And that's game. Peace signs, GG's. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed getting destroyed. Well, I'm just kidding. But yeah, generally, unless you have something like a Gliscor in the back, you could still come out with a huge dub. Or even if you did get a Gliscor, you resist those wing attacks. I already showed you the match against Gliscor before, so there's still win conditions. This is a terrible lead, by the way. So, here's a feature on Emolga Save Switch, because Emolga is literally the best Save Switch in the Flying Cup. We get Aerodactyl into our Emolga. I'm going to fire off a Discharge. We're going to come out with shield advantage, and this is going to be a really sweaty matchup. So, as you see, Discharge goes off. They should shield this one. Unfortunately, they're going to get a bazillion energy here, and they should get to the point to where they should be able to fire a move on my Aerodactyl. I'm going to send an Aerodactyl. I'm going to try to smack it down and keep shield advantage. Keyword is keep. So, as you see here, we're going to smack it down. They're going to move off. I will shield this one. I will farm it down, and I should be able to get to a second charge move, thus wiping out their last shield and coming out in the 1-0. So, I'll have a shield advantage, and they end up boosting. I'm like, really, dude? And then they simultaneously knock me out. Yeah. So, my only win condition is if they have a Skarmory! That is great. And not only that, I have to be really fancy. The only way I win this is if this bait goes off, and which I'm hoping it does. As you see here, we grab the bait. Now, all I have to do to win this match, despite the fact that my opponent got the boost and smacked me down, I wasn't expecting a Super Saiyan 2, Super Saiyan Blue freaking Aerodactyl. All I'm going to do is just overcharge a little bit here. As you see, I'm overcharging. That Gyarados has no energy, but at the same time, I don't want Gyarados to shred me with these waterfalls, because Waterfall does a lot of damage against the Zapdos. Thunderbolt will go off, go battling, take my soul for about 5 seconds, and then this Thunderbolt goes off. This will KO the Skarmory, and then we should be able to get the Thunderbolt, and then they sacked, actually. My brain was like, when the hell did you sack? And I was like, what? I was like, what? What? I did it. Yeah, they sacked, and as you see, I didn't even know they sacked. And it was like, I would get to the second one anyways. One Sky Attack wouldn't kill me at this range, just because I do resist Sky Attack, but still. Wow. That was one hell of a glitch. So, yeah, hi Go Balag. It's been 3 months since the Interlude season, and we lagged at Worlds. I mean, at Regionals. GG's. GG's to Poké Esports. If they have to pick a chopping block out, I'm pretty sure Poké will be the first one. Unfortunately, like, dang, imagine lagging at a major esport event. Apex, HCS, Halo, and Valorant all didn't lag. And why is everything boosting to Oblivion? And that's an ominous win Drifblim, by the way. So despite boosting, we do have to give up a shield, but we still win max switch. All I have to do is fire this off, fire off this Ancient Power. They should heal shield here, and then this should, all we have to do is smack it down. But because of the fact they're using Shadow Zapdos, and that's a charge move, that's a charge beam Zapdos. I was like, that's a charge beam Zapdos. They probably didn't want to lead TM for Thunderbolt, which they kind of have to. And at this point, it's GG's. My opponent should top left because he realized there's no way they can win. And are they using Air Slash? Are they using freaking Steel Wing? Because I don't know. That animation looks very new to me, y'all. As I say, go battle lag. Look at that. Look at that. Top left, GG's. Best ABB team in the Flying Cup. Guaranteed to get you positive sets. I never went negative with this team. I hope y'all enjoyed the battles and hope this team works for you. And that's GG's. I hope y'all enjoyed the video. As you see, this team is absolutely nuts. Aerodactyl, Emolga, Zapdos. Definitely the best ABB team out there. Extremely flexible. Able to create a lot of fancy win conditions that I honestly would never think of in any other cup because it's a freaking Flying Cup. You will run through your sets by pretty fast. Like I said, almost 5-0 this team. I just royally jacked it up because I didn't shield Dragon Pulse. For those of you out there, and Altaria's Dragon Pulse will kill Emolga at yellow. And ironically, the only thing I had to do to win that match was literally just shield. But yeah. Other than that, I hope y'all enjoyed the video. This team will help you out. The only con is you do need to Elite TM Zapdos. So if you don't have a Thundershock Zapdos, then you're kind of out of luck. But other than that, if you do have it, this combination is amazing. Or if you want to use the Aerodactyl or Core, that works out as well. And then just put something in the back. Molga and Aerodactyl are incredibly strong, and literally those two on their own will be able to set up the back row with whatever you put in the back to sweep out and get the dub. I hope you all enjoyed the battles, and I hope you guys are having fun. Well, the Flying Cup isn't a lot of fun. It will allow you to get your sets done really quickly, though. So if you want to get your sets done really quickly, the Flying Cup is your jam. Anyways, do me a huge favor. Please like and subscribe, and also please comment for the YouTube algorithm. Those of you that are in the Snowfall Squad, y'all know what to do. I really do appreciate it. And also, I stream on Twitch on Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, and 6:30, 7:30 a.m. I will start streaming Go Battle League again when the next season rolls around. As far as the Illiterate season right now, I don't really have much of an interest right now, and I'm kind of doing Unite or PCG, whatnot, other things. Kind of enjoying the break before we go into another season. I'm not stressed out about the next season. It's just there's really no point of streaming Pokemon Go when it's an interlude season, because you don't really learn a lot, because I don't super stress about PvP or like my rank, but like it's kind of like I am like a lot more aware, and I do try a lot harder than I normally do, at least consciously, not subconsciously. But it's still Go Battle League. I'm chilling. I'm mad chilling. Even ranked or unranked, I'm mad chilling. But hope y'all enjoy the Flying Cup so far. Good luck on your Go Battle League sets, and I will see y'all on the next video.
That I need, all the things that I have craved, these are what I could have achieved.